So I wanted to sort of highlight that before I got started tonight. Did everybody get I posted a video talking about tonight about the schedule for stocks. They stopped trading at 8 tonight. Stocks did. And your index futures will go to 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. But here's something pretty important you got to keep up with, I think. Energy and metals go to 2:30 tomorrow, which has got a little different closing time tomorrow during the holiday. And tomorrow, before I forget to remind everybody, I'm going to get with everybody at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Usually there's a pretty good operation going on at 10 o'clock in the morning on a holiday. And I thought I'd take some time tomorrow and orient people that want to be there at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So I want to put that out there and make sure you know that we're going to be doing that tomorrow at 10. So anyway, that's a couple of things I think is important. Before I get into it in deep, how many people have been following that stock I told you to watch, Circle, CRCL? Did y'all see that stock today, Circle? Anyway, the stock, it went up to 217, closed at 212. This stock was in the hundreds last week. So it's a fun stock to watch. You ought to look at symbol CRCL, and with the roadmap, it gives you quite an edge if you do it. Okay, it's pretty interesting and all. But I want to point that out to people. All right, let's talk a little bit about tonight. Let me ask this question. How many people think that tonight or before midnight tomorrow that you'll be reading news stories about the participation on, I guess, the big bomb dropping into the nuclear facility there in Iran? How many people believe that might happen? If it does happen, let's game it out a little bit. What do you think will happen to crude oil? So that's my topic in the morning at 10, crude oil. Here's what you got to look for. If crude goes to 77 and doesn't get higher than that, then they will sell it, and it will be a heck of a short tomorrow if those events occur. And I just want to point that out to people, okay? And so tomorrow at 10, you don't want to be, you want to try to make my session, okay? That's a heck of a thing to see if it does occur, okay? 10 o'clock Eastern time. Yep. Yep, Frederick. It's nice. That's nice to have those shares. Absolutely, on Circle. He's long Circle. Way to go, Frederick. You had a great day. Great day. And Adam just posted how you can register for my session in the morning. Highly, highly important. Try to be there if you can. That's what I'm talking about, Wendy. If that occurs tonight, and by the way, let me give you a little tip. How many people have an iPhone? How many people have an iPhone? I call this a personal customer service tip. But today, I got a message saying that a charge was made. It was a fraudulent message, but I wanted to give everybody this phone number for Apple. I finally have a number that you can get somebody on the phone to help you with your phone if you have any questions. I thought it was invaluable, and I wrote it down. I said, I'm going to share it with anybody because I've always wanted to have it. Write this number down for Apple, 1-800-275-2273. You can call there if you got any questions about your iPhone, actually talk to people from Apple. I might have been on hold 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. That's 1-800-275-2273. Get somebody to post that in there if they will. 1-800-275-2273. Okay. Anyway, that's Apple. I got it in my phone now, so I'm pretty neat. And you know, they actually took over my screen. I let it take over my screen. They showed me where all this stuff was. Okay. So anyway, I've had an Apple phone all these years. I've never had that number where somebody had to answer you, talk to, and help you solve an issue with your phone. Okay. Anyway, I want to share that with you. So let's get into tonight's presentation, and I think it's going to be an exciting night. Oh, the other thing I'd tell you to do, one other thing I want to tell you, if you don't have it, you ought to put it on your phone, and it's called the world clock. If you put the world clock on there, okay, then you can put cities around the world different times. For example, in Tel Aviv right now is 3:10 a.m. in the morning in Tel Aviv. 3:10 a.m. in the morning. All right? In Tel Aviv. You can put any city in here, but I do that to keep up with what's happening around the globe. And I've always gone there to look at different times if I see news. So 3:10 in the morning, I got Beijing in there. It's 8:10 morning time in Beijing right now. Okay. And I think it helps you when you're looking at the market, especially the way I do on 24-hour markets. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great number for that Apple. Anyway. All right. Anyway, I want to share that with you on the world clock. It's a great little app that you can add and keep track of places around the world. Okay. I told you about trading hours. By the way, keep this in mind on stocks, 8 o'clock in the evening is the end of their stock day. Now, they start a new day at 8 o'clock, just for your information there. Okay. All right. Carol, today was dividend X day, right, for the weeklies on the yield max stuff. X day, a lot of stocks today. And hey, John Toole, good to see you. Hope Betsy's doing fine. Yeah, I have Adam repost that link in there for tomorrow's get together. Yeah, we can do options at night in futures, Fred. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Be on my Telegram channel, be on YouTube. By the way, the recordings, when I do something and they bring in YouTube, the recordings are immediately available to you. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Easy peasy, right? To go to it. And so if we have YouTube open when I do one of these presentations, it will show up and you have the recording. All right, risks involved in trading, past performance is not indicative of future results. For those that are new here today, we got several people who's heard about us and got a big crowd. Great job, Adam. Former Air Force officer, I'm an active trader since the 70s, former member of the CME. Have 3 books, Winning Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trading When. That Markets Never Sleep is something you probably ought to read right now with the 24-hour trading in stocks. Got a lot of good information there for you. In my opinion, we're getting closer and closer to my kickoff date for when we bring T-Buzz the monkey on and pick a lot of stocks. remember from Sawgrass where Adam came up with the mascot, the chimpanzee. Usually I think about the third week of February, of July, excuse me, third week of July. I don't know why I said third week of February. That's when I think it's going to get really fun being part of it. So far, coming into the month of June, we got 22 straight winners with a 92% success rate in May. I think we're on a roll, don't y'all? There's T-Buzz the chimpanzee. I'm hoping that I'm right on my prediction that the third week of July, we can let that chimp throw the darts. I laugh every time I see what Adam did there. All right, Seven Sisters update. We're 1.36% up on the E-mini. We're up 311 on the NASDAQ, down on the Dow. DAX is up 17. Gold is up 28. Crude is up 2% right now. Bonds are 0.14. I think crude's setting up for the short of the year. That's what I'm going to emphasize tomorrow. Here's my tickers this week. So far, let's just look through it real quick. Palantir is, let me find Palantir. Palantir is about 139.74. NVIDIA just broke above 145. CoreWeave, stock we've been putting on this list, is now at 169. Oracle 218, still not in play there. MU, this is another one. We got one, here's another one. MU, 121. AMD, woo, it took off this week, didn't it? 126. QQQ's at 535. All right, folks, did you see the market just drop? Does everybody see the market just drop? Market's not closed tomorrow, Christine. Most people think the market's closed tomorrow, but guess what? It's not. Futures are open. They're open right now. We're making lows on futures right now. All right, I would expect with the market doing this, you ought to be seeing what I would call is a news announcement pretty quick. Futures are open right now. Let's see if the news comes out and does that. Yeah, 60.15. Remember, we opened the week at 6,000, okay? So let me know if anybody catches any news while I'm doing this. But so far, about the average 3 to 4 have hit the 10 tickers. Let's talk about trading with process and consistency. Now, my Project Zebra, I got to talk about it. My Project Zebra is a mentorship program I have. I started it first of the year, got some great people in it. We had hypothetically $5,000 in that Project Zebra. Our first couple trades were devastating, but they were within tolerance. And the beautiful thing about it is it was a terrible start, but you had to stay with the process. It's a great story here. Project Zebra, right now, going at the end of July, we were down maybe 15 to 17% on the first two trades. Got hit with a Walmart or Berkshire. It was terrible to start with. There it is, Walmart and Berkshire. Hot stocks fell out of bed, okay? NNE, which I'm very bullish on. Go look at the price now. NNE is a nuclear stock. I was very bullish on it. It took a dip. Look what those stocks have done. But I haven't lasted this long in the markets by luck. I followed the process. I know the consistency will happen if you keep following the process. 40 plus years have taught me to follow the process and value. Now I'm sitting there with new players in my Zebra program, and I said, we're going to go slow and we're going to come back, okay? The story is very similar to the way I started over 15 years ago. I look at my accuracy rate, you'll see that I'm right about 4 out of 5 trades. That's the way it always works out, okay? A terrible start 2025 in Project Z. I said not to worry, be patient, it will pay. We stayed true to the process, consistent with our risk, how we handled things. We did everything right, but we had some losses to kick off, 3 in a row. I'm happy to report that we turned Project Zebra around, and now, following the DTI approach, it shows you how powerful it is. We're up 16%, 16% for the year overall. Folks, that is why you ought to listen to me and learn what I can teach you. That is extraordinary. Wait till we report that at the end of the year. 16% right now. Back in the green. Here's the point I'm getting at. In trading, you've got to have a process to follow and stay true to it even when it doesn't look good. You think of it not as one single trade, but one of the next 10,000. You're not sporadic in your risk when you take it. With a good process, the rewards will come. If my Zebra people are here tonight, they'll tell you this is everything I'm saying is true to the point. Project Zebra, 2-month stretch in recent memory. In May, we had 44 total trades, 41 winners, 3 losers, 93% accuracy. Ought to quit there, shouldn't I? But I didn't quit, did I? In June, 22-0, 100% accuracy rate. I'm more disciplined now than I was in the previous month. I've been very selective as I go through the rest of June. I can't wait to finish up June in the next 2 weeks. You gotta be with me, folks. 100% accuracy. Nobody can show you these kind of numbers because nobody's got it. July 4th is the key date, right around the corner. Let's get into the topic of the night. My 1 ticker payout program. This is an extraordinary program using the QQQ. We opened it up. We brought it back to get people going. We're going to take 100 new people. I think we got maybe 70 slots left. It's called a 2-click trade I'm teaching on 1 ticker. The 1 ticker program, you're not left out to dry. If you like to make money, let me just stop right here. Who likes to make money more than once a week? Let me ask that question. Who likes to make money more than once a week? If you got the right process, this is it. I monitored the QQQ. I don't care what the market does, up or down or sideways. I got a strategy with this program for the QQQ. High probability trades, not risking a whole farm on each one of them, but does it. You'll get an email notification, you get a text message, and get a telegram. Here's the beautiful thing about it. Roger is here tonight from Texas. Roger, who works full-time as an orthopedic surgeon, can pull out at 3:30 Central Time, or Eastern Time, that's 2:30 Central, Take 10 minutes to see if it sets up and make this trade. That's the beauty of this program. 10 minutes, you check the window. The window is very small on this program. 10 minutes every day at 3:30. Got a Telegram channel to say, exact details on how to place it. You wake up to an overnight payday if we do everything right, if it's the right time throughout the year. Made $723 on June 13th, $1,049 on September 21st, $1,780 on November the 20th. And I never leave you hanging on this trade. Optimum times to exit, where to get in, where we're wrong. And you don't have to be in front of a computer. Check in sometime in the last 30 minutes. I'd say between 3:30 and 3:40 is when I usually know. It's in Telegram. I can let you know right away if there's something. The one ticker opportunity is there for you. You copy and paste the trades you like back to whatever you're doing. You can average about 2 alerts a week from the strategy of doing it. I got an 81% accuracy, 18.4% average winner, $920 average payout. Not bad. Pretty cool. If you're starting with a smaller account, that's fine, because most of them take less than $100 to take the average trade. You can start small, grow it over time. That's what I encourage people to do. And if you're new to options, I've got an entire course inside this program to teach you how to trade options. That's worth a fortune. From the rookie level to the pro level, options for rookies, we'll give it to you as part of your package. Now, the course alone is worth a lot of money, but it's all wrapped into the one ticker program. Power of the QQQ. Once you're a member for a year, you have some additional ways to target extra cash from the QQQ. A lot of insights to trade in the QQQ. It's very liquid. It's good to trade. Everything you need is in the master classes. We could sell it for any price we wanted, but because I'm doing it live tonight prior to this holiday, take me up on it. One ticker payout programs like it'd be worth even more, maybe 75 if you had all the money. Not going to be that, not even half that. The deal tonight, if you join me in the one ticker program, collects an average of $3,000 per month. That's nothing to sneeze at. The one ticker scholarship is set up for you. Not going to charge you $3,000. Let's do even better. Here it is. Instead of paying for a full year's access as the base membership, we'll skip that and give you VIP. VIP from the get-go. If you join tonight, you get that. We're limited, though, to the number of people that can qualify. Got to put a limit on that. One ticker program table, you're there. Don't have to renew it. You're in for good. Learn the two-click process. Let me test you. What time each day do you want to check the Telegram channel, see if it's one of those days that we're taking the trade? What time? 3:30, right. But not just that. Since October, I'm 18 for 18 on these trades. We call it a celebration discount tonight, VIP lifetime, $500 off. And since I can't promise future gains and protect against all losses, I want you to be totally satisfied with the subscription. You follow along on the one ticker program for the next year, take your trades real money or just paper trading, totally up to you. If you decide after 14 days it's not for you, no worries. I'll give you your money back. Call our team. We'll refund every penny. No brainer. Get started. Take one of the spots. If you wanted them, the lifetime deal won't run $3,000. It won't be the $24.97. $19.97 one-time payment for VIP lifetime right now. Oh, the celebration discount takes it down to $14.97. Oh man, takes the celebration discount. If you want to secure your spot, do it. Click the link in the chat, drop the link. Let's fill it up. DTItrader.com lifetime. You're now a VIP. Go to the master classes and get set. 904-706-3532 if you got any questions at all. And remember, folks, no charts, no hot stock ticks, no complex indicators. It's simple, it's straightforward. You tune in at 3:30 each day, Eastern time. 3,000 per month on average. Whether the market goes up or down, the strategies work. 13,000 in profit already, and that's on real live alerts. Pay the lifetime 6 times over. DTItrader.com/lifetime, and it comes with the full service guarantee. Get in tonight. One ticker. After 14 days, call us. If it's not for you, we'll give you your money back. You get to see it. Call our team. We'll refund every penny of your membership cost. We'll take the uncertainty off where you can see it work. You'll never leave once you see it work. Direct access to daily customer service Zoom room to answer questions. When you join, you get all the questions answered daily. What's there to lose to try it out? Get started tonight. And remember, we have some big payouts also. I want you to learn the strategy. Broad-based markets, hardly budge, like back on April 10th, S&P gained 0%. This is about options, but with the one ticker payout program, I had 1267 on that day. A few days later, same exact story. If you had a $5,000 stake on that day, S&P would have paid zilch. But with the one ticker program, you'd have took in 933 by the morning. Call 904-708-3532. Here's a few love letters that we received from people part of our subscription. Whitney paid for it, got her plus 500 in her first week. Grateful to found me. Jim made $2,000. He loves starting a month with it. Ken picked up an extra 3,200. Manuel thinks I'm a great teacher. And some of the best stories so far is you write me one after we make a few good trades. Folks, listen to me, watch what I do, learn what I do, and make this game that we all love an amazing game for you. Make your choice. Don't go back to whatever you're doing or get on board. We're not going to hope for the best. We're going to do what we need to do. Let's fill that hole in our pocket. Do better as we go forward. We're about to get into the sweet spot of the year and start targeting these one ticker payouts. With that kind of accuracy, that removes a lot of emotional pain and suffering. So what are you going to do? Go to DTItrader.com/lifetime if you're serious about trading. Let me answer some common questions. How much money you need? The smallest option will be $100. Every trade will not be a winner. No strategy wins 100% of the time, but you even out your bets. Downside, upside, it doesn't matter. I adjust at 3:30 in the day prior to making the trade, and we do it. It is IRA friendly. When's the next trade? Well, guess what? Once the 100 spots are gone, we'll kick it off. That information will go to the charter members. How do you start your program? Get on board tonight. There it is, folks, 904-706-3532. I can't wait to bring these new people on board to see what we're doing. The huge celebration discount is something unusual we're throwing in here. And I say, let's make some money together. You don't have to stay up all night. You don't have to stay in front of the computer all day. Just show up at 3:30. Is that good or what? Any questions? I think it's time. If anybody's got any questions, now it's time to ask. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 for that special on crude oil. Wonderful. Thank you, Skip. Appreciate it. All right, folks. Have a good evening. Stay tuned to your rooms, especially my Futures First people. Yeah, what'd you say, Adam?
See, we have a question about how long does the typical trade last?
Anywhere from 1 to 3 days. 1 to 3 days. Put it on. It's not day trades. 1 to 3 days.
Thank you. Lynn, tomorrow's. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, no, what were you gonna say?
Lynn was asking about tomorrow's session. It's a completely new session. Tom's doing it at 10. So all about
totally new. Yeah, the ticker's always the QQQ, Oscar. The lifetime access is something special that I guess the copywriters decided to do. I guess they knew it was a holiday. They're doing something special.
Hey, Steve. Yes, that was the 900 was based on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get through my course. Some that's been through it, some to review it, and we're gonna kick this baby off. I think hey, Adam, let's try to get T-Buzz, the chimpanzee, enrolled in this program.
I like it. Yeah. You can set your targets up automatically. That's probably the best way to do it. Just put in a target versus waiting.
Oh, Adam's telling you something. You really should put an exit order in anytime. Here's the point. You put an exit in, okay? You put an exit in after you make the trade. You ought to do that on every trade you do. Okay? For example, we buy something for $1 and I say get out at $1.30, you ought to put the $1.30 exit in. Good to cancel. If you've ever heard me say 72 hours, you got to get out of an option, this is a demonstration of why I say it. Okay? Let's make some money together. What do you say?
In this market, you can bounce up and hit that and be gone from there in a second.
Yep. That's why you got to put the order in. You know, Adam's trading futures using that strategy. I tell you, he's using MTI to do it. And he'll tell you the difference is by setting the exit in, it makes a heck of a lot better for you. Because sometimes you miss the win. I know I sometimes forget and I go, why didn't I put an order in to take profit? Okay. Put it in. It's just one of the next 100 trades we do together. All right, that's all I got, folks. I'm going to go on Iran alert. And I'm up watching. If I see anything, I'll post it in the Futures First room and the TNT room. Those two will get posting. Okay. Y'all have a good night.